Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Prissy Solo, but you already knew that. So I was just hooking up my Instagram. My Instagram is at Prissy Solo, and I was adding some new photos up over there. So if you're not already, go follow me and go see what that selfie was hitting for. Um, Happy Wednesday. Welcome back, real ones. You know, I had to notify people up on Instagram because some people follow me on Instagram, but they don't have me. They're not part of the realist. They not subscribed to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Even though they done peeked a boo, they done came took a look at your boo. They ain't subscribed. So I had to notify them people. All right. So today we have just a few stories. I wanted to come talk to y'all because it's Wednesday. I'm actually thinking about changing the schedule, so I will let y'all know for sure what's up with that. Y'all know I had to bring my H2O. Y'all know I had to come with my H2O. Anyways, so I'll let y'all know, what I decide to do. All right, thank you, sorry, Big O, for letting me know that there was no audio. In the beginning, y'all ain't missed nothing. I was just asking if anybody put on any quarantine weight, like any weight between the years of 2020 and 2022. All right, so there was a shooting at a mall out where I live at, right, about a week ago. We ain't got really much where I stay, but we do have this mall, a very small mall, quiet mall, until a shooting occurred that injured a 9-year-old girl. And when I initially heard this story, I was just like, what the F did the 9-year-old girl do? Like, who got beef with the 9-year-old girl? Because I heard she had got shot like twice or 2 or 3 times. We're going to get into the details. But I'm just like, who wants to hurt this kid? Like, you know what I mean? This 9-year-old shouldn't have no ops. Like, what is going on? But so I'm happy that I waited to report the story because more details emerged, and here it is. A Southern Californian shoe store owner opened fire at two shoplifters last Tuesday, but mistakenly shot a 9-year-old girl about to get her picture with the mall Easter bunny. The store owner ended up fleeing the state, but was arrested in Nevada. His name is Marquel Cockrell. He's only 20 years old, y'all. Just got the Similac up off his breath. Was chasing the shoplifters out of the store at the Mall of Victor Valley, located in Victorville, California, y'all. When he fired multiple shots at the shoplifters, Victorville police said in a statement, Cockrell's shots missed the shoplifters and instead hit the 9-year-old female victim, the statement said. The victim was Ava Trunank, excuse me if I butchered your last name, had been getting in line to take pictures with the Easter Bunny in the mall when the shots were fired. Her grandmother had said she was left with 3. Okay, so that clarifies it. She was left with 3 gunshot wounds, including 2 in her arm. One bullet fractured a bone. They didn't specify where the other bullet was. Her family said that it's the kind of fracture they can't surgically fix. She's going to have to wear a special brace for it, and it's going to take a lot longer to heal. Y'all know when you're younger and you get injured versus when you're old and you get injured that you kind of have a better chance at like repairing your injured bone or your broken bone versus if you're older and you have something like this happen to you. So we wishing the best for Ava. Marquel, the co-owner of the shoe store. The shoe store is called Soul Addicts. I haven't been inside of Soul Addicts. They must be new. Was arrested in his car at about 9 p.m. in Clark County, which is in Nevada, y'all, by the Nevada Highway Patrol. He's currently being held, y'all. Ask me how much his bail. Ask me how much this man's bail is. $1 million. Okay? I don't know if it has anything to do because he fled, but they said that he's being booked on an extraditable warrant for attempted murder. So it seems like all he's getting is the attempted murder charges right now. What are y'all thoughts on this? Because this is what I feel about the situation, right? First of all, Marquel was dead as wrong for shooting at shoplifters. Like, they were fleeing. In the state of California, I don't know about y'all, but in most states in the United States, you don't really have a good chance of getting off of a charge of attempted murder if you shoot somebody in the back and they're running from you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what took place. Second of all, do you not have insurance? Do you not, like, that's what insurance is for. It's not worth, what if they had a gun? It's not worth losing your life about, because what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would, to me, it just seems like negligence is on his part. But I will say, I feel like $1 million bail as well as attempted murder charges are yes, stores have insurance. Is I feel like, you know, they I feel like it's kind of excessive. I know y'all gonna probably not agree with me on that, but I do feel like it's a bit excessive to charge the man with attempted murder because, hello, hey, because it's he wasn't intentionally trying to kill her. So attempted murder, I think that's a bit of a stretch, but nonetheless, he should get like negligence charges of firing his arm, disarming his, you know, in a public setting, stuff like that. Them kind of charges. But attempted murder, I don't think that that's right. What do y'all think? Again, so happy that Ava survived. She's a very strong little girl, 9 years old, surviving 3 bullets. You know, bullet shots. That's bullet shots. That's, you know, that's extraordinary. So blessings up for her. All right, let's move on. Netflix is preparing a crackdown on password sharing, okay? So Netflix has suffered a loss of like 200,000 subscribers. And so because of this, they now want to crack down on multiple households sharing an account. Now, my thoughts on this is I think that Netflix will lose way more than 200,000 subscribers if they do this. I don't think it's going to really work in their favor unless they're prepared to take a blow like losing some money. I think they should just leave it alone, because honestly, no shade, because Netflix has some amazing series and movies, but they like a dime a dozen. Like, they don't really come, no, I don't think that's the right term. They are far and in between. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes me, no shade, it takes me a long time to find what I want to watch on Netflix. Like, if I don't already have like a series that I'm watching, sometimes I don't always use Netflix. You know what I'm saying? I've had it for many years, and like I said, Netflix has stepped it up over the years. They have created some really good series, some really good movies lately, but it's just like, it's still far and in between. So I just don't think that they should really be tripping like that. You know what I'm saying? They need to go ahead and let that fly, because I just think they're going to take a bigger loss than 200,000 subscribers. And really, y'all are, look how big y'all are. It's 200,000 subscribers lost really a L for Netflix? Like, come on. That was slight work. I lost probably more. No, I ain't gonna say that. Sir Big O said they are also thinking about adding ads. So anyways, I have another story that I would like to share with y'all. Connecticut physical therapist is convicted. I'm laughing. It's like a laugh to keep from crying. Okay, I'm not laughing at the circumstances at all. Okay, because this is some insane news. Insane. So, the physical therapist is convicted of murdering his whole family, y'all. And by whole family, I'm talking about the dog, the wife, the kids. Let's get into it. After 2 years, a physical therapist from Connecticut was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison for killing his wife, 3 kids, and the family dog in Florida. I want to know why it take 2 years. Anybody else? Why it take 2 years? Why? That's a while. You let this man be free. Why? You know? So Anthony Todd, 46, was convicted on 4 counts after murdering his 42-year-old wife Megan and his 3 children, Zoe 4, Tyler was 11, and Alec, who was 13. Todd also, Anthony, the dad, also killed the family's dog. This happened in December of 2019 when prosecutors said the bodies of the entire family were found wrapped in blankets at home on January 13th of 2020. So he lived in the house. So this happened in December. They was in the house for a month, y'all. According to autopsy reports, so he must have been incarcerated and he's just now being sentenced. Got it. Okay. According to autopsy reports, they had stab wounds and toxic amounts of Benadryl in their systems. When Todd was arrested, he told authorities, you know what, if y'all let me do my show, I don't have to put these on. He told authorities that he and his wife agreed to kill their family so they could pass over together when the apocalypse arrived. Anthony, how you know when the apocalypse arrives? Like, who put you in charge of knowing when the apocalypse was coming and what kind of apocalypse? So, he ended up changing his story after that because who was buying that? Because why didn't you die? Why didn't you kill yourself? Why you just figured you gonna take on the apocalypse by yourself? Anthony later claimed that his new story was that his wife killed the children and he was just taking the blame for her. Well, why is your wife dead? Who killed her? And who killed the dog? So he's trying to. I feel like he's trying to hide his hands and come up with all these lame ass excuses for being a nut. There's no other excuse other than this man was a nut. This was because I'm not buying that y'all, oh, the world's coming to an end, so we all want to, just take all of us, honey, kill all of us, and then you just so heroic that you just like, you know what, I don't want y'all to go deal with that, so I'm gonna take y'all from Earth so y'all don't have to experience the apocalypse, but I'm gonna stay for it. And like I said, who's to say when and if it was gonna come? He's full of shit. He's exactly where he needs to be. That's sick and crazy. Those kids didn't even get a chance to live their life. And poor kids did not get to choose who their parents were, who their father was, and they were murdered by their own father. And that's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, moving on. A kindergartners got a hold of some Jose Cuervo margarita mix, y'all, at school in Michigan. I know you guys probably heard about this story already, but we're going to talk about it. So a little girl brought Jose Cuervo margaritas to a school in Michigan that left her classmates, kindergartners, I'm talking about kindergartners, y'all, feeling woozy. As you could imagine, kids drinking alcohol. The news outlet reports that the young children drank the ready-to-drink alcoholic beverages from Dixie cups. The girl had cups too, y'all, Dixie cups. You know she ain't had permission to take her mom and dad's stuff. While the class was partaking in snack time, the girl managed to bring the drinks to school in her book bag. The students' parents were upset after learning their daughters took a few sips of the drink. A mother said her daughter felt woozy, felt dizzy. Another mom said her daughter took up to 5 sips of the alcohol based off what her child told her. The school responded to the incident in a statement. This is what they said. While we try to keep an eye on everything our students bring to school, that's simply not possible. Unfortunately, these types of adult beverages can be easily mistaken for child-friendly drinks. Let's talk about it. Who should be held accountable for this? Should the school be held accountable? Because it's like, how did y'all not notice that these kindergartners pulled out a bottle of alcohol and some Dixie cups? Like, these are cups that aren't really normal and parents packing in their children's lunches, or are the parents responsible? I personally say, as someone who worked with children, as somebody who worked for the school, I completely agree. Just like parents can't, school staff cannot have their eyes at all times on every student or predict what students are doing. The school has nothing to do with this child taking their parents' alcohol and cups and bringing it to school. A parent should be checking their kindergartner's backpack and being aware of what their child is taking to school every day. Now, granted, I don't even want to necessarily say it's the parents' fault, But if anybody has to take responsibility in this situation, it should have to be the parents, because that's your child. And we're all, and any parents that's watching this, we know we are responsible for our kids. We cannot control the actions of our kids, although we wish we could, but we're responsible for our kids. So I'm not going to say it's the school staff's fault in this matter. As a parent, I feel like it's the parents' fault if we got to place blame on anybody to take responsibility, because honestly, it's the child's fault. 5 years old or not, kindergartner or not, you are smart enough. You know, you're smart enough to know that this was alcohol, or that you were taking this. There's no way, even if the girl didn't know this was alcohol and she thought it was juice, there was no way that she thought that it was okay for her to bring a whole jug, a gallon. Those margarita mixes are pretty big. There's no way that you thought that you could bring this to school, hence why your parents didn't know about it, because you didn't ask. You didn't ask if it was okay. So the child, you know, but I'm not this child's parents, but I don't play that. If my child was to do something like this, not only would I be embarrassed because other children, you know how the parents gonna have to get judged now by not only the school staff, but now she gonna have to, as a mom and a dad, gotta catch them sly looks and be whispered and talked about from not only me, but the other kids' parents. Embarrassing their parents like this, bringing alcohol to school and sharing it. I'm so glad that nobody got hurt, because those kids could have really got sick, you know, alcohol poisoning. But you know, those little Jose Cuervo, which like those are, granted, they should have had it, but those are not. It's not like they took some Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. It's a margarita mix. It's made to be drunken with another alcohol straight. So like, you know, tequila or something. But nonetheless, check your kids' backpacks, please, before they go to school, because they out here bringing alcohol. Like, that happened in high school. I remember that happening in high school. But you know, like they always say, the newer generations after and after, they be faster and faster and faster. So it used to be high school for me, and now look, it's kindergarten. You know, it's crazy out here. So we gotta. Okay, so Prissy love the kids. I love the kids. You know, give them to me, bring them to me. I wish I could protect all the kids, and you know, unfortunately, just like the story before last, with the father killing his child, his children, his whole family, his wife. We have another incident with another father doing the same, y'all, and it's just so unfortunate, because you know, we don't get to pick the family that we're born into, right? And you don't have to be mentally sane or a compassionate person to have children, unfortunately. So let's talk about it. Harrison County, I'm believing in Harrison County, don't quote me on it. I think it may be in Missouri. Not sure. The officers who were involved in the tragic death of 3-month-old LaMelo Parker nearly a year ago will not face any charges related to the shooting. So let me explain what happened, because I actually remember this story. So this is kind of like an update. So there is a man. The man's name is, what's this man? Eric. His name is Eric Smith. This nut goes to his baby mom, ex-girlfriend, people's house, okay? She went over to flee from him, I believe, or, you know, just to hide out and be away from him, to a family member's house. I think it was a grandmother's or some, you know, family member. And he brings his crazy ass over there, y'all. And he kills his baby's mother, his ex-girlfriend, along with another family member that was at the home, who tried to intervene and help her. Okay? Because obviously she was trying to flee from him. That's why she was over there. So anyways, I'm going to give you a little bit more details. Eric killed his ex-girlfriend. Her name is Christine Parker. She's 32 years old. And her 26-year-old nephew, Brandon, in East Baton Rouge. Okay, so after he killed them, he took the child that he has with Christine. He goes on a high-speed chase, y'all, on the I-10 with the baby. The police, Hancock County, put spikes out to stop him. It caused Eric's vehicle to come to a stop in the middle of the I-10. After that, Eric got out of his vehicle with the baby clenched to his chest with one hand and the gun in the other, and he began firing at the police officers. The police officers retaliated, killing Eric and his newborn baby. Okay? So the update is that the officers will not be held responsible for the death of the child because the father used the child as a human shield. Yep, that's what's going on around in the world today. So, whew. Hey, Dante. Y'all, I'm gonna have to say a prayer tonight. You know, we're told to pray for others, you know. And I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that because a lot of times these stories, y'all, that I choose to do affect our communities, right? Affects our communities, affects, you know, us, because a lot, you know, I hate to get into race, but a lot of the stories, not all of them, that I've reported since I've begun adding this segment to the show are brothers and sisters. They're black people. And, you know, when coming up, you know, you kind of told, you know, that we stick together, that black people don't do certain things, like as if we're incapable of, you know, being so cruel, so crazy, so sick, so, you know, but I think that's really a disservice to us to lie to each other like that, you know, because when you're told that people that look like you and look like your brother and look like your cousins and got the same, you know what I'm saying, that y'all in the same fight and it's y'all and y'all have unity and basically it's y'all against everybody else, and that everybody else is the problem and black men aren't and black women aren't and they're incapable of being the boogeyman. And then you get, you know, you got these black women, imagine these children and stuff like that being sexually assaulted by black men, or you know, you lose your child to another black woman's son. You know, it's like, I just feel like it's a disservice to us to like lie like that. You know, I'm not for, you know, saying like, you know, we the scum of the earth, because I don't believe that. But also, you know, black folks got issues too. And just because somebody is black don't make them your ally. Don't make them that y'all play for the same team, that y'all have the same beliefs and the same morals and live by the same code. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all. All right. Well, that's been my show. I'm not doing Ask Prissy today. I'm cleared out on Ask Prissy for the week. I will come back for Ask Prissy on Tuesday, as well as more of news around the world. Thank y'all so much for watching. It has been a short show today, but if you were here yesterday and you came back today, I appreciate you so much. You are a real one. If it's your first time seeing me and you have not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? Why are you not subscribed? I don't want you to miss the next time I go live and the next show I do. I do shows every Tuesday and Wednesday, but like I said, I am thinking about changing the schedule. I'm thinking about changing it to Tuesdays and Thursdays. Comment down below and let me know if that works for y'all, if y'all like that or not, or if y'all like it to stay the same and be Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But until next time, I'm Prissy Solo, and thank you so much for watching. I'm out.